Well, here it is, my outdoor equivalent of a winter incline treadmill. I was out here yesterday on this water tower road that's at the end of the street that my house is on, and I was thinking about how a lot of people in the winter months have to find somewhere indoors to do their training if they're committed to running on a consistent basis. And there have been some times in my past where I've had easy access to a treadmill and have gotten a lot of satisfaction out of running in that environment, although did always find it pretty monotonous and have always had a draw to the trails themselves. So in the last several years, I've made no attempts to have a gym membership, and I definitely haven't really entertained any thoughts of purchasing a treadmill for my home more than maybe a couple of minutes during those New Year's resolution times where it seems like everywhere you go, like Costco, has a new treadmill on the shelf for you. But I use this water tower road for that capacity in my running training or just in my daily running endeavors. Earlier this week, I was able to run free of ice and snow on bike paths around Juneau for the first time in almost a month. And then yesterday, I was up here on the water tower road running off of asphalt with no snow and no ice, up and down the hill for about 90 minutes, getting some much needed stimulus for my legs after having, like I said, several weeks with a lot of limited access to running in conditions that make it possible to cover any distance in a short amount of time. One of the other things that's great about this location is even though there might be a dozen to 20 times a year that if I tried to come out here at a certain time of day, I'd be sharing this hill with 50 cross-country or track athletes. On probably 330 days a year, I have just about any time of day to come out to this spot and either have it all to myself or be able to share it with a friend and get in the miles and the hill repeats. So I definitely love this spot and that it is only about 2/10 of a mile away from my front door. Yesterday, like I was saying, I came out here to the water tower road and I actually had a goal of spending more time running up and down this hill than I ever have before. And I think I achieved that goal. I actually lost count of how many times I went up and down the hill, but I ended up accumulating over 1,500 feet of total elevation gained and lost, and I kept moving total from my house up and down the hill and back to the driveway again, 90 minutes of running and about 9.6 miles. So all in all, it was a successful first day of having access to the water tower road again in clear conditions. I've definitely been using it in the snow and with some ice on it with spiked cleats for my shoes, but this was the first chance to get to do a little bit more comfortable running on it in a while. That's really all I was hoping to share for today. Just the idea that you can get out with whatever you have or even what you don't have to make the most of it and put in some training or just enjoy the opportunity to move your body outdoors or indoors to feel that capacity in yourself and to enjoy life and progress. So if you were encouraged at all, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Yeah, hold on to let go. Yeah, hold on, keep holding on. Hey, hold on, come this, let go. Don't you let go.